My chart is looking pretty good. I am getting there. So I wrote 580 words, or rather, I did dictation. So now I'm at 6,549. But so I feel pretty good about what I have written today. The scene was kind of a little clunky, but I'm just trying to figure out the characters, and I just haven't found the voice for my female protagonist. I just haven't quite grasped where her head is because, this is an ex-boyfriend that she's being brought into back his life, and I just haven't quite connected with her. So I'm still working on it, but I think hopefully by the end of the story, she'll find her way. But so feeling pretty good. I'm going to get ready for the day, and we'll see how much time I have left over. Hello, everyone. It is 3:54 on Thursday, July 24th. I'm eating some, I can't really see them, the peanut butter filled pretzels. So good. So good. So I'm looking at my to-do list, and I was supposed to do a newsletter, but I'm kind of pushing those instead of every other week just because there's not really a lot happening. We are canceling that and waiting until the next before doing a newsletter. And I have been thinking a lot about the story and just kind of figuring out what I am going to do. So I need to do dictation because I just need to get the story out as soon as possible. So my goal is by the end of Sunday to have this, the rest of my plot points roughly filled out. And instead of doing them as first person, I might do them in third person just because it's easier to be okay, he's going to do this, and then he's going to do that, and then that, and then that. And so saying, the character, I'm going to do this and that. But I guess if doing it in first person makes it easier to translate, I might just continue that. But works are happening on doing dictation to get the story done. But I need to send Awakening Love, the final book in my 5 series for Icarus Bluff, over to my editor. It was supposed to be for August 11th, but she has an opening and is able to accept it sooner. So I'm yeah, let's send it. So I need to do that as well. I know I've reviewed it once or twice, but let's just review it again. And I'm going to try to be a little more thorough in my steps. It's a short story, so I will try to read it a few times by the end of the week. And so I need to do that. So, I have a lot of thoughts and things that I need to do. I need to finish reading my book that I've renewed 3 times. I need to get it done. And this is what always happens is my brain just keeps going, be oh, I gotta do this and this. And I get overwhelmed and I don't really know what to do because then I still have to make my changes for doing my final proof of these stories. On the side, I got the last 2, I have 2 book covers that I still need to do. And then in September, I have the first pass for the first Bear Shifter story coming to pass on to the editor. So yeah, I am just a little overwhelmed, and I just need to take a step back and map out what I need to do for this weekend. So that is what I'm going to do right now. It's 4 o'clock. I'll probably take some time, think about it, maybe do some journaling about it, and get ready for then dinner, and then hit the ground running with trying to get as many scenes thought out for this series, because it's on the top of my mind. So I kind of want to do it versus doing the revisions. I think I just need a fresh day for that. But yeah, so time to kind of break down the plan. I created a schedule with the help of ChatGPT for Saturday and Sunday. So we'll see how it goes. And I think the key is for this writing treat that I need, because I need to crank out the revisions, is also try to do some drafting. With that, let me grab my sheet. But what I need to do is have a physical timer with me and not use my phone. I have my Apple timer that is on my like tier tray on the dresser, and I just need to use that, do every 30 minutes, and just making sure that I'm hitting that. And there are some breaks in here. So I wake up at 6, I do 30 minutes, wake up, do my morning ritual, so devotional, coffee if I want it, but I don't think I have any creamer, so that won't probably be a thing. And then I go in from 6:30 to 8:30 is doing a deep work session. So that would be 4 Pomodoros, 2 hours. Then we do a 30-minute break of some type of movement. So that could be either a workout or just walk and tucks or something like that. And then an hour and a half, another deep session work, then a prep break. So basically just going over what I need to do once I come back from after lunch. So I'm not like, what do I do? Taking notes for that. Then lunch is an hour and a half. And then I have a creative brainstorm session for an hour and a half as well, just to kind of plan out any more scenes that I need to do or something like that, which I think will work out, because I believe when I was doing my revisions, I think it did take me about 2 hours to go through my entire story. So like surface level stuff. But if I could do that in the first block, and then the second and the third block be drafting new words, I think that would work. And then there is a free write or an alternate project for an hour. So that I'm thinking could be, I could do some revisions of the previous stories that I need to do or something like that. Then the last deep work session of the day is an hour and a half. And then we have a wind down. So just kind of gathering my thoughts, all that, and dinner, and then unplug. But unplug as in unplug from writing, but I will be plugged in, just taking it in, watching either some YouTube or some Hallmark, Lifetime, Netflix, whatever it may be. So that is kind of my schedule for my writing treat that I need, because I need to crank these things out. There's just never enough time in the day to get what I need to do. I need to just, yeah. Anyways, so I'm going to take the dog out, do his business, get him fed, and then get ready in comfy clothes, and then it'll be dinner time. And then after dinner is back to the grind. It is coming up on 6:45. I have had dinner. I did from 5 to 6, watched some YouTube videos, and then I decided to do edits for the last, either it's going to be called Awaken Love or Awakening Love. I can't decide which one it is. Which is, I got a limited amount of time because then I'll have to do the book cover. But I made it to chapter 4, so stopped at the end of chapter 3. So at least I made some progress there. Just got the email back from the editor, says, yes, send it on Monday. It works. And if it's sooner, send it then. So we'll see if I get done earlier or not. But that is the plan. And I feel like I want something sweet, but I don't think I have any cookies or anything. I guess I could have a popsicle, but I'm not really feeling like a popsicle. Then I have popcorn, but I had popcorn a little earlier. But I know I don't need anything, but it's just like I get the munchies when I'm writing. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a, 15-minute break. I guess it's now a 10-minute break. And I kind of want to create a schedule for like next week to be like, these are the hours that I can write. How do I stay focused during those hours and actually get stuff done? I feel like I just take so much time to like get in the mindset and then do some planning, and then I do this and this, and I don't know. I feel like I'm wasting way too much time, right? I'm talking to YouTube, but that's part of it. So I don't know. This whole challenge is coming to an end, and I'll definitely cut back. Maybe I will just do like one monthly writing vlog, because the vlogs just take a lot of time since I'm like talking, and another 2 minutes have gone by already. So I need to kind of figure out time management a lot better, and I'm planning too much and not actually completing anything. I don't know. I'm just feeling kind of like I'm missing something critical in the way I have either like my business set up. Well, not even my business, just my writing. I guess my system. My system is broken, and I need to figure out how to fix my system, because I really want to do this and actually pursue this as a career. So right now, it's just a hobby, and that's really not getting me anywhere, right? I'm not getting the attraction. I'm not getting the readers that I want to connect with. And then there's the people on like the teaching. I really like teaching as well, like sharing my experience. And in order to make this an actual business, I need a system that works, and I need to change my mindset and actually just execute things. So I need to really dive into my strengths. I just had my year end for my day job, and so I guess that's why I'm thinking about these things, which I had a really good review. But of course, I was disappointed with the scale. We do a 1 through 5, and I got a 3, which is what you're supposed to get, but I thought I was going to get a 2, but I think company's financially not in the best place, just because of how the industry is doing, so they were very stingy on how many 2s and 1s that they give. So I was doing what I'm supposed to, so it is what it is, but I really want to not have to rely on that job just because, I don't know, I feel like something majors might be happening, but not that there'll be layoffs, but just, I don't know. Anyways, getting off my, the soapbox, as they say. Time to make a plan and actually figure out what's a system that works. And I feel like I keep on doing this and I'm just not getting the answer that I want. And so I keep on trying it again. And maybe I just need to do what the AI tells me and maybe that works. But I don't know.